So Mario Balotelli apparently has fallen out with Nice. There's a massive surprise, and he's done well, hasn't he? Since he's been at Nice, he's got just over 40 goals in 60 games. It's impressive stuff. Yet it looks like he wants out.
Yeah. It's Mario Balotelli all over again. He has one year left on his contract. He did really well for Nice, but Nice were really good to him as well to sort of relaunch his career. Really, that was going nowhere before he joined the French Riviera. And now he says he doesn't really want to be there, doesn't really want to work with Vieira, the new manager, who, by the way, they played together all those years ago at Man City. But the thing is, no one is coming for him. No other clubs. Marseille were interested. They made a bid last month for Balotelli, but way below the 10 to 15 million euro mark that Nice want for the striker with 1 year left on his contract. So it's one thing that Balotelli wants out, but if no one comes for him, then he will have to stay at Nice. The problem is, while he's still there, Nice can't really sign another big name striker, because if Balotelli ends up staying, then they can't afford to have two big name striker on their books. So it's a bit of a problem for Nice as well. If he wants to go, he can go, but he needs to go out quickly so they can replace him.
You'd have gone well with Balotelli, wouldn't you, Robbo?
Absolutely. What a shame it is, because he's such a talent. He's been a really good player at times, but as Jose Mourinho said all those years ago, unmanageable, and he wasn't wrong. Every manager that's had him has tried to work with him, tried to get the best out of him. It's usually failed.
Robbo, this is how you think things will be set up?
It could be set up for the first game, because this is the side they played last week. Quadrado playing at right back in that game, Alexandro playing at left back, Douglas Costa, Bernardeschi out on the right-hand side. So they've got players that can cross the ball, and that's what Ronaldo needs, players that can cross the ball, because he's a brilliant finisher when balls come into the box. And I think Dybala will play in and around him. But there's so many options for Max Allegri. There's so many players that can come into that side. Mandzukic, Matuidi, De Sciglio at fullback, all these players, Benatia, that have been at the World Cup. There's some really big players that can come back into the side. And he will change his shape from game to game. He does that, and he changes his personnel game to game, Allegri, because they're going to be challenging for Serie A. They're going to be challenging in the Cup. They've won the title so many years on the trot. They've won the treble as well. And they're also obviously going to be in the Champions League. So he will change his tactics, he will change his lineup, and he will change his personnel from game to game.
Will Ronaldo work for you?
Yes, I think he will. As long as they get enough crosses into the box, they've got to dominate sides. He's not a counter-attacking player anymore, because he hasn't got that great pace. So as long as they dominate games, which they should in Serie A, and then they get crosses into the box, and Dybala links up with him, and when he does come short, Dybala makes runs beyond him, and midfield players make runs beyond him, I think it'd be a massive success both for himself and for Juventus.
Every game, we know he will play behind Cavani and probably even behind Mbappe as a number 3 in the striker hierarchy if you want this season. But if he does well in the little game time he has, especially in the domestic cup, for example, or in a game like the one against Caen on Sunday, then he will play a bit more and a bit more. And if he keeps scoring, that will be very good for his confidence and his development.
This weekend, we saw the start of Ligue 1, PSG with a comfortable victory over Caen-Julien, and Tim Weir on the score sheet once again. A lot of excitement, of course, here in the US about this US men's international.
Yeah, and rightly so. He's a very gifted kid. He's only 18, let's not forget. You know, he's very, very young. Yet when you wear that name in Paris as well, it's very...
Welcome into Extra Time. I just want to confirm, for those who saw the show, Robbo wasn't winding us up. Genuinely didn't think it was a foul from Jagielka.
Certainly wasn't winding you up. My view, Dan?
You haven't slept, though, for a long time. You haven't slept.
I had slept at that point. I haven't slept since then, yeah.
Are you trying to explain why Robbo come up with that?
It's got to be. You haven't slept.
You didn't sleep.
You haven't slept.
You had too much to drink.
About 36 hours, yeah.
Wow. Look at you, still going, Robbo.
Still going, trying hard.
The claw's still there.
Is that the claw? I wouldn't say that's the claw.
Definitely. That's definitely. Your claw's always there.
What about that? Is that better?
Well, no, but it wants to come out. There it is.
I can't do it with that hand. It has to only be that hand.
The claw has to be there. Just wanted to wish you guys congratulations on 5 years of FC. Great show, you're a great host, and you shouldn't be sacked. That's good.
Steve Polisi.
The rest of the Muppets are very entertaining. Congrats. I was waiting for a kicker in this tweet, but it's actually a nice tweet.
It is a very nice tweet.
It feels weird.
Have you been hosting the show for 5 years?
Yeah, well, yeah, I have.
Got rid of everybody else, didn't you? You got rid of all those ones at press pass.
Oh, goodness me.
Pushed all them out.
No, I didn't push
Forced your way to the front.
And then that's it.
Look at me.
Wow.
I think that's how you got the job, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's exactly how I got it, Robbo. 5 years. Do you have a favourite memory, Shaq?
Yeah, but this one...
I'll tell you what, someone sent me the clip of you and Craig discussing whether or not that player was 43
Yeah,
or
or
17.
We had a row once about Paul Pogba's position.
Wow.
Did we?
You have a row with everyone, Rob.
That's the only time I've seen you angry.
Trust me, I wasn't angry about.
No,
You wagged your finger at the TV like you gave me
No,
some of
the
that.
only time I've seen Shaq a proper act, well, twice, when Trinidad lost the match. I can't remember what it was. That was when you didn't even get into qualifying, and then when Gav wound you up.
Yeah, I was on edge. I was on edge before.
Why were you on edge?
I was on edge.
Something we don't know
Leave it
about
there.
or don't want to know about?
Just leave it there, Stuart. I was on edge.
But for days, he was still on edge.
It was a big edge. It was a big edge.
Some of the language was...
Was it? And I didn't think he swore.
Oh.
I don't.
You were one of the best footballers for not swearing, apparently.
What a weird thing to be known for.
What a prize.
What are your thoughts on the PSG squad? Is it strong enough to win the Champions League? Julian Laurent's here. Should we ask Jules?
Yeah, he'll know, won't he? Jules will know.
Jules, big PSG fan.
There's only one answer he's going to give us.
Wow.
Well, yeah, of course it is.
No.
I believe they can. Yeah, but what do you want me to say? No, they're not good enough. They're rubbish. No, I think it is good. I think if they can add a number 6, which they really need, and a left back as well before the end of the transfer window, I think they'll be, depending on who it is, obviously. But I think they'll be there to compete. Maybe not at the same level of the top favourite, but just underneath. If they get a bit of luck in the draw, maybe which they haven't had in the past 4 or 5 seasons, then yeah, why not? I think if Neymar is there to take them to the next level, Kylian Mbappe surely.
All right, yes,
is in a
we
new
know who's in the
dimension right
squad.
now.
We don't need the list, Jules.
No,
Extra
no, but-
time.
Let me tell you something, right? Let me just say this.
And-
let me
yeah.
hold on, Julian.
Oh, see, angry again. He's getting angry again.
I have to
Keep
qualify
quiet,
this,
Julian.
right?
He's-
What's he doing?
Julian's a really nice guy. Really nice guy.
How do you know? You never met him. Could be
If
India.
PSG win the Champions League, combined with France being world champions,
Oh, imagine.
Julian will be unbearable.
God.
Can you imagine?
Very true. He'd be almost as happy as Robbo when Wenger got sacked.
Oh, goodness.
I was never happy. No, someone
That
getting
would be
sacked
the
never makes me
double
happy.
whammy
Dan. That's
for
wrong. That's
Julian
wrong.
Laurent.
You're wrong, Dan.
I'm not sure we're ready for PSG Champions League.
Finally, a cricket question.
Oh, yeah? Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Sir Viv Richards or Brian Lara?
Oh, it's easy. Again, I have to say,
You're biased.
I played
You're biased because you're a Trinidadian.
that too. I played cricket with Brian growing up, and Brian beat my bowling everywhere. It was not fun. I had a promising cricket career until I came up against Lara.
Right. So you're going Lara?
Viv Richards.
Because
Are
I'm still bitter.
Are you godfather to Lara's children?
No, my wife is Lara's eldest daughter's godmother.
There you go. Why aren't you godfather? What's wrong with you?
I don't know. I still have a grudge about him beating my bowling all over Porter's Green. That's why.
No, it's his choice not to have you as godfather, not the other way round.
Well, I didn't ask who was responsible for naming his children's godparents.
Okay. Viv Richards. He
Are you
started.
godfather to anyone?
Am I father to anyone? Yeah, I've got 2 kids. Yeah, funny enough. Well, I hope I'm the father to the 2 kids.
You sure?
Yeah, I think so.
Are you godfather to anyone?
I am, yes.
Are you?
Yes, I'm godfather to my best friend's youngest daughter,
What's her name?
Ellie Wilcox.
Wow, I'm surprised you know her name.
And I'm also godfather to Alan Watson, the physio that Craig and I used to go and
Yes.
see. I'm godfather to his daughter.
That's me, Robbo.
Yeah, just rent a godfather over here.
Yeah.
That surprises me because you're not.
You know what? Hold on, you gotta finish this.
hang on. I'm not
what? I want to hear this.
I haven't got much empathy. Are you trying to say I haven't got much empathy with kids?
Yeah, you're not. But you're not very friendly.
You just don't know me, Dan. You just don't know
I
me.
don't. It's
You obviously do not know me.
different side.
I'm a lovable character when you get to know me. So people have told me. One person's told me.
Well, obviously more of these. Sending out godfathers everywhere. Oh, that's it. I think we've had enough of all this nonsense. ESPN FC is back tomorrow. Mr. Godfather's here. Maris is
The
here.
Godfather.
All right. Craig's here. If Craig's a godfather to anyone.